One of these hosts is going to get fired because he takes too long to get to a Zoom. This is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's a Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. 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 In your ear. Hot, 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 hot,
damn it.
hot, hot,
Hot damn it.
hot, hot,
Hot damn it.
hot, 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 hot,
Damn.
hot, hot,
Idiot.
hot, hot.
Podcast. Poddamn idiots.
Poddamn it.
Oh, nice. And then we have that's a Poddamn Podcast. Yeah, Poddamn Idiotz.
And that's a summary of the intro, folks.
Poddamn it. Dun 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 dun.
You're funny, Jay.
Mackinac Island in Michigan. Hey. Let's try that again. Ready?
I think he froze.
From Mackinac Island. Am I frozen?
Now
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're just jumpy.
Okay, let me know when I can try. Am I good to go?
Go for it.
All right, everyone, be quiet then. From Mackinac Island in Michigan to dainty and quainty rooms in Battle Creek and the scorpion-infested room in San Marcos, Texas. This is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
What's going on?
Well, on the show, just got done with a 8-mile run.
Yeah, now you're gonna go run some sprints.
Yes, I'm being put to work.
Running is not fun.
Actually,
If you did
it was pretty fun. Did you have fun running? I can't even see you. See, she had fun running. Now she wants to do more.
Because you
The only
guys
thing
are
is I
sick
don't-
mentally in the head.
Physically, it's harder for me to keep up with her when she sprints, but I'll still try.
I ran to the fridge and got this. Does that count?
What is it?
Beer.
Here.
Sam
The cool
Adams.
thing is,
Oh, no.
Blue Moon.
Blew my
I guess
my
I'll
bad.
just start with my week since I started anyway. So guess what, guys? I have, well, you know already, but I now have a niece. Her name is Evie. I think I might have said Evie because I misread the word, but it's Evie, and I got to meet her the other day, and she's awesome.
Your mom
Yeah,
must be ecstatic. She's finally got a little girl to spoil beside you.
Yes, I think my mom was literally jumping up and down.
You're
So,
the first girl in the family.
yeah, she was always wanted to have a girl. So
J Hizzle's the closest second.
I'm pretty sure they want to put my brother in dresses when he was young, but
That would have been hysterical.
I'm sure it did.
and then Amanda here came to visit good old Michigan to help me achieve one of my bucket list goals of running around Mackinac Island. Something I've
That's
talked
a
about
bucket
doing
list?
for like 5 years. Yeah, I want to do this forever. I thought it'd be so cool to say I ran around the island. And finally, I got myself in a good enough shape to do it. So that's awesome. And yesterday, she taught me how to cook a few things. You're going to laugh, but I never really cooked chicken. And I learned how to do that. I learned how to cut a pineapple. And oh my gosh, we have fresh pineapple waiting for us.
And how do you cook a chicken, Jay?
Well, all I had to do, I mean, it was pre-cut breasts. And you would cut fat off if there was some on it, but there was not any. So I put tin foil on the tray, and then I put some olive oil on it. Then I put the breast on the tray, and then I basted it with more olive oil on both sides. We had the oven at about 350, but then we put it in, we jacked it up to 400. They're pretty thin slices, so about 12 minutes. And since we put on a higher heat, it kept more of the juices in. And then we put a little bit of seasoning on it, and then we cut it up and we made a burrito bowl. So we also had a bunch of fried veggies and all that. But cutting a pineapple is much easier than I thought. Well, it looked easy. I guess she could have made it look easy. And then I didn't know all these. Like she told me all these had goat cheese, and I'm thinking that must
they
just
do.
be Wisconsin. But we had to stop at Aldi, and they have goat cheese at a reasonable price. I was so happy. So I got that and this protein pancake mix. And
Do you remember how to make pancakes, Jay?
Yeah, well, yes, but I got a new waffle maker.
Because I taught you how to make pancakes when your waffle maker broke, remember?
Yep, I remember that. But I was, surprise, surprise, I was running a little behind this morning, so Amanda offered to make the protein pancakes with, is it chia seeds? Is that right? Chia seeds, and then, yep, and then we put some smashed up strawberries on it, and it was delicious. And then, yeah, made it up here and biked the island first, and then ran it.
So you biked 8 miles, you ran 8 miles, and now you're going to go do sprints?
Oh, that's insane.
I'm not kidding when I tell you she's a beast. Like, it's crazy, but her sister, like, is a running person, too. It just must be in the family. I don't know. But,
I lifted weights this morning.
It keeps me motivated. So, and then tomorrow we're going to do some biking and hiking. So Amanda has her other friend Amanda coming in. So there's going to be 2 Amandas and then her husband John. So we're going to do some hiking, some biking, and some tenting probably. Or not tenting. Hammock. That's what they're called.
Are you sure it's not a tent?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's keeping it. But so anyway, that's good. Really good. What about you guys?
Be slow.
I see Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea.
I did some door dashing.
Oh, nice.
Averaged about $25.70 an hour with it today. So that was a pretty good day. Yeah. I make more dashing than I ever did as a cop on certain days. I like that. On my shed, you're not going to believe this, guys. Still laying on the ground.
Still down.
No, I believe that.
My neighbor is officially moving. His sign was posted yesterday, and he's already had like a half dozen people look at his house. So that's going to make me cry.
I don't know. I'm going to die. That's okay. Are we walking or running?
He's awesome.
Okay.
And then I got a story from work from this last week, and we're going to call him Crazy Puerto Rican Douchebag.
Is this something you want to talk about now, or are you going to do this on?
No, we're going to do this in Cop Talk.
All right.
Literally right after the bike, and literally just now I just posted the
Texas.
one.
Well, you know, same crap, different week. Work. I did have something interesting happen on Sunday, but that will be later on in the show in our newest segment, Ask the Idiots, where I'm gonna ask for advice for whoever the heck's still on this damn meeting.
Love it.
What kind of advice are you asking us?
You'll just have to wait and see for Ask the Idiots.
Right.
Because remember, we're idiots.
Yeah, but you know, okay, it's basically I'll just save it for the thing. So, Rick, how was your week? I know you got a fan mail you're excited to read.
Ooh, we got fan mail.
I am, but first, I have to tell a story since J Hizzle is frozen. So,
Oops.
After last week's episode,
My mom's proud of us.
After last week's episode, I was sitting there waiting for the stuff to upload onto my computer, which usually takes about a half hour, 45 minutes. So I'm sitting there with Jay, and we're talking about loans.
All right.
And Jay says, well, let me help you fill some stuff out and see what we can find. And I said, okay. So we're filling this stuff out, and he's asking me, you know, my birth date and all that stuff. He's like, what's your ID? And I was
Someone mute him.
I was like, let me get my driver's license.
Oh, okay.
And
thanks.
There you go. So I get my driver's license out.
He's going to go try and talk, and we'll realize why it's not going through.
I got my driver's license out, and he looks at it, and he goes, huh, that's weird. And I said, what? And he goes, your driver's license starts with an M. I was like, yeah, M for more. He's like, oh, I thought they all start with H.
Oh, my gosh.
So.
Okay, Jay. Okay,
just so you know, I'm about to do some sprints, so
Hold on.
I don't think Amanda knew that either. No one really knows this.
What? You think all driver's licenses start with H?
Yeah, well, I thought it was like age range or something.
To
like,
be fair, I thought they all started with M for Michigan.
Thank you,
no.
Chelsea.
No, they all start with the first letter of your last
However,
name.
M for Michigan makes more sense than them all starting with H. So.
I'll be cracking.
Wow.
All right, bye, Justin. Enjoy your sprints.
Well, I'll try to listen, but I can hear you.
Well,
Crazy, Jay.
well,
He's like super bald.
I'm gonna probably mute you while you're sprinting, just so we don't have to hear you panting like you're having.
Okay. Maybe I'll do is I'll come back in a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. That way I don't drop my phone.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I forget that like my idea of sprinting and hers is very different.
I'm sorry that you're gonna miss this, but you've kind of seen it already, so.
That's okay. Just make sure you send me the audio when this is all done.
Got it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Chelsea can take my spot.
Walked away.
Okay, well, we have lost one of our idiots. But, on top of that, I got some fan mail today. Well, a couple days ago. But I got some fan mail to read. So, I'm going to read that right now.
Where'd you get fan mail from? Was it from the email or Twitter? Or?
It was from Hairy Toes.
Actually popped up in my Facebook messages.
Oh, well, that works too, I guess.
Did Justin drive all that way to work out?
Okay.
Yes, because he is a psychopath.
That's insane. Let's drive all that way to work out.
You know
Justin, you're insane.
He's not on there anymore.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, Rick, go ahead with your fan letter.
All right, so it reads, "Hey there, Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Hi.
I'm
What's
a
up?
fan of the show and have watched every episode of the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Sorry.
So am I.
We promise we're trying to get better.
I think you guys have a great dynamic, and I think it's funny how J Hizzle pretends not to know definitions for the Urban Dictionary. It's not pretending.
That is not pretending.
That's real.
That is real.
I also enjoy listening to the Game of the Week, as you guys have some strange and fun answers. I think one of the fun things about the show has been some of the stuff involving Ric Spade. Recently, you guys have brought up his OnlyFans account selling his feet pics and trying to raise money for his puppet fund.
It is Hairy Toes.
While I think it's hilarious, and I do not think seeing his feet is something I want to invest in. However, I have, with help of top researchers, found something he might be interested in that will be arriving at the show. Please play the accompanying video attached to this letter. Keep doing what you're doing. Fremont Lee. Fremont Lee messages us on comments quite frequently on our YouTube.
Is that the Fremont I know?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank Fremont Lee. He has a YouTube page by searching Fremont Lee. He also has 3 books on Amazon. You can look those up, McKnight and Day, and anywhere but here. But now, why don't we check out this video?
I'm scared.
So am I.
It's Rick's feet.
I clearly missed something with Rick's feet and the puppet.
Yeah.
He did puppets once in a while, and Rick created a, what's this account called?
Fans only.
Fans only.
Onlyfans.com/HairyToes2375. And here we have the elusive Guzzlebird. Hi, who you calling elusive? I'm great. In his native habitat, the Guzzlebird is known as a rare, endangered species. What are you calling endangered, asshole? The only person in danger here is you. Hunters are thinking of capturing the elusive Guzzlebird. What the fuck do you mean, capture? Furthermore, how do you capture a Guzzlebird? No, seriously. I'm like massive.
Hi, Guzzlebird.
Run here. What the fuck is that? Is that a shopping bag? What? What are you doing?
They censor the Meyer signal.
Why are you killing Rick's behind us?
Looks like the poachers have captured the elusive Guzzlebird.
That does kind of sound like Rick doing an accent in the video.
It does sound like Rick.
Or ruin it for all the fans, assholes.
They would have figured it out eventually.
Probably. So,
Like Jay froze on a funny smile.
he thought it was hilarious.
I still think he looks like a bearded egghead.
I did get a box. I don't.
Hey, your sex toy from Korea finally showed up. The one that squeaks when you touch your no-no spot.
Guzzlebird! So Rick's the poacher that caught you?
The fuck do you mean, sex toy?
You should bite Rick in the face.
I'm gonna bite you in the ass.
Well, unless you can come through the computer, good luck.
I wouldn't recommend it.
My
I'm
butt
going
stinks.
to live.
Everybody can tell you that my butt smells
You're gonna
bad.
go from endangered to extinct real quick.
All right. So the moral of the story for the people listening to the podcast, Rick's got a new puppet.
Yeah! Where's Elmo? And the cocaine snorting bastard.
Elmo's been replaced by a Guzzlebird.
We'll see Elmo another time.
And the Captain Be Slow.
We'll see him later at Ask a Cop.
Rick's having fun with another puppet.
He's got his fist up the puppet and it squeaks.
I hope you're wearing a glove.
No glove, no love, Rick.
Never stop.
Gotta have some protection.
But anyway, so that's my week. So now we have Guzzle. He'll be here for tweets, right? Okay.
Elena.
But
Mr. Rick, since you're taking over for the Hizzle and the Pizzle there, what's up in the news category? You got some good news, I heard.
oh, I do. I have some great news. So, where shall we start? Let's start with the story about a 57 Chevy.
I love a 57 Chevy Bel Air.
57 Chevy pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
So, in Minneapolis, there was a Minnesota man that bought a Chevy pickup truck that he drove for 44 years that he bought for $75.
Nice.
So people around town had been hearing it forever, and all the repairs and stuff that he did, and finally his wife got mad and told him that he needed to sell this rusty pickup truck, and he did. And he ended up selling it to the person's grandkid that owned the truck for, get this, $75. So all the money that he's put into it over the last 44 years, and he ended up selling it right back for the same amount he paid for it.
Well, that was nice of him.
I thought so. He was happy that it just went to it went back into the family. So, but yeah, could you imagine putting money into a truck for 44 years and then selling it for $75?
I don't think I'd want to sell it.
I mean,
I'd let it rot on my front lawn because I would like it too much.
I mean, I put $3,000 into my truck already, and I can't see me selling it ever. So,
well, Rick, what about this chocolate rain?
oh man, chocolate rain. That's a great story. So apparently, in Heidelberg, trying to make sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Close enough.
There was a factory, and I guess what had happened was something had exploded in the factory, and it went through like one of those smokestacks, and It caused like a Swiss Miss hot cocoa rain.
Oh, that'd be some delicious rain.
Awesome. I need a pen.
Yeah, that stuff was everywhere. Like I was looking at some of these
Put it back in there.
pictures, look like little brown sugar dots just all over the place, like snow. I mean, that's just crazy.
Chocolate rain. Gotta open your mouth and let it in. It's chocolate rain.
Oh. And then one that wasn't on the itinerary. So, in New York, a man faked his own death to avoid jail. But he made a typo, and it gave him away, and ended up getting arrested anyways.
I love stupid criminals.
So,
Play stupid games, you get stupid rewards.
Rob
And
Berger,
those stupid prizes.
so Rob Berger, 25, of Huntington, New York, he faces now 4 years in prison for the scheme of faking his own death. And he probably would have gotten it away. It looked really official, but I guess instead of writing registry, he wrote registry. Now, I was like, and that's when they caught it, and then that's when they realized that some of the fonts were inconsistent with the rest of them.
Did he go to Harper Creek with the rest of us so he don't know how to spell?
Spell check say
Besides
twice.
Brian.
Would that surprise you at all? I mean, it just...
COVID!
I've been coughing like crazy today.
Good.
It's a productive cough.
But,
This last story, I think, pertains to Brian.
have any of you ever thought you had drunkenness disease?
No.
Drunkenness is a disease?
Apparently, there is a disease that is called autobrewery syndrome, or ABS. And it's a rare condition that involves excessive fungal growth in the gut, which feeds on carbohydrates and then fuels ethanol production. So, oftentimes ABS is linked to an excessive amount of yeast in the gut. So, this happened to a man, and turned out that all the time he would end up feeling drunk, and he wouldn't even drink any alcohol. It was from the carbohydrates, and it turned out that he had
Like
this
fermented in his gut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it became so bad that he even lost his license because of it. And so they decided that, according to the report, clinicians then looked into fecal microbiota transplantation, or in other words, a poop transplant.
Fecal transplant.
Bacteria,
Yes, they do.
bacteria species was then transferred into the patient's small intestine. The transplant came from the man's 22-year-old daughter, and his symptoms resolved, at least until his most recent follow-up at 34 months.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Man, I can't imagine having somebody else's poop shoved in me.
So what I want to know is, like, do they tell her to go, like, poop in a cup, like you pee in a cup, and then they brought it back and transplanted it into his stomach? Did they both have to go under, and they, like, pulled poop out of her? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. Do you know, Chelsea?
Mm-mm. We never talked
Nah,
about
cool.
the technique.
That's
We
weird.
just talked about that it was an actual thing.
But yeah,
Probably find it in my book.
could you just imagine that? Like you just were like, oh yeah, we're gonna transfer someone's poop into you.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're just gonna. So, at least you know
Well.
if you guys ever feel drunk, that's the reason why.
Oh, you
All right.
contact
Well,
the enemy.
that was some interesting news. Thank you, Rick, for filling in for the bald-headed egg guy.
I thought it was fun.
And now it is time for the game of the week.
All right. I'm so glad that I do these video intros. Jay can fill in the blanks later.
Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Justin's gay. Fill in the blank.
Justin likes pee-pee.
Justin, you're still mean to him.
If he could only.
He's also pee-whipped, and he doesn't even know it.
He's pee-whipped
And he's not even
no pee.
He's not even getting the pee, but yet he's pee-whipped.
It happens.
Of everything you talk about, you won't say pussy.
Pussy.
He's pussy whipped.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He's pussy whipped. So what are we going to pick Jay for the games today?
Well, that would mean that we were playing the other game. This time we're going to play Disturbed Friends. We're just going to do kind of a quick round of it. So, we'll pick the answers. You know how it goes. So, I'll ask the question. I'll give you the A, B, or C.
B. That's what Justin would say.
A.
We'll decide which one we think you'll say, and then you'll tell us.
If Chelsea feels inclined to play, she's more than welcome since
You are welcome.
Okay.
since the bearded egg-headed guy is not with us.
I'm looking up fecal transplants for you guys in my book.
Well, while you do that, I will start the first question.
She's an answer option too.
Well, I'm going to ask her questions too. So, Texas,
Yep.
if you came home from a long day at work to find your significant other cheating, you would A, cry because you're emo, B, join in because you're constantly horny, C, murder them because it's the right thing to do. I'm going to go with C. Be slow. What do you think he's going to join in?
Depends on who it's with. Is it with Britney Spears?
Who are you cheating on me with? You dirty whore! What was A? A was be mad and storm out. What was that?
Cry.
Cry because you're emo.
I guess I'm gonna go with A. Because my hand is a whore.
I just feel bad for you because that meant you were touching somebody else's dick.
Well, it's just like Cartman on South Park when he pretended his hand was Jennifer Lopez.
Chelsea,
Kill them. I'm sorry, was I supposed to think about that for a minute?
no, no.
He's asking you a question. You don't answer. We answer first, and then you tell us what it is.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Unless you're be slow and you prematurely answer.
But she does that quite often.
It happens.
A lot, apparently. Okay, Chelsea, you think that public should not forgive celebrities that A, hang babies over a balcony, B, piss all over underage girls, C, own basketball teams and hate black people?
B.
B. B.
I have more than one.
Well, what's your main one?
What's the top one?
So A was hang babies over balconies and B was what?
Piss all over underage girls. R. Kelly.
I know who it's referring to. I don't like either of them, but I have to go with A because you just don't dangle babies.
And Michael Jackson.
In all fairness, the girls that R. Kelly was after, they could have said no. Just saying. They weren't 5, they were 15.
Oh, wow, we were all wrong. Sad.
Yeah, we were.
Well, you don't know your fiance at all.
No.
And Rick, you and I don't know the woman's brain, so we're screwed.
No, that's why I'm single. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna make B go last. So, Ric Spade, if I was reincarnated, or I wish I was reincarnated as A, Channing Tatum's jockstrap, B, Justin Bieber's monkey, C, Kim Jong-un's sloppy vagina. What the fuck is this?
Justin Bieber has a monkey?
My God. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with Channing Tatum's jockstrap.
See, Kim Jong-un's sloppy vagina.
This is Rick.
Yep. What's he gonna do? He's gonna be a jockstrap.
Well, he hates Bieber, so.
A and C sound like horrible answers, so I actually got to go with Justin Bieber's monkey.
I was going to say monkey. Yeah.
Wow, that was a fucked up question.
I didn't know Justin Bieber had a monkey.
I didn't know.
Maybe the monkey is his cock.
I was going to say
because he
take
beats
into
his monkey.
take into consideration that could be what he calls his wiener.
I didn't know Kim Jong Un had a vagina, so
Makes
Let alone a
sense, though.
sloppy one.
I mean,
Probably
it all makes
smelled
sense.
like rotten fish.
Yeesh.
All right, what's B Slow's question? Remember,
Slow.
B, you answer last.
be slow.
Hey.
You believe that life truly begins when you A. join social media, B. get high for the first time, C. learn to masturbate. I'm going with C.
C.
See,
See? Jay, what do you think? A, B, or C?
Hang on,
Hey.
he's muted.
He's muted and he probably doesn't know the question.
Hey, I can see you, and you're all sweaty.
He looks
he
sweaty
can
as hell.
hear. He just can't talk.
Yeah, we're muted. He's muted.
He's muted. He can hear what we said. He just can't answer.
There you are.
A, B, or C?
Quiet, Amanda. C.
C.
Did you just say C?
He did C.
Yeah.
Oh, he agreed with everybody.
Ridiculous.
Your
Guys.
turn, Jay.
Hey, J Hizzle, since you're here.
Dick in a box?
Thinking about
Did Jay just say dick in a box?
Rick
It was-
is Justin
it was-
Bieber's wiener.
It was either Jay or Amanda that said dick in the box.
It was Amanda.
Is my dick in a box?
Dick in a box.
There's your new
Yes.
ringtone.
In my pants.
I'm really thirsty.
With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
B, shush. Let Rick
Okay.
read Jay's question.
Jay, since you're here.
Okay.
The worst thing about being a woman is A. Hissing blood, B. Weeping, C. When you hit the glass ceiling, your knees hit the floor.
Which one do you dislike the most?
Oh,
What was
Do you dislike queefing?
I
No,
don't
no,
get
this is you, Jay.
I don't
This
get
is you,
C.
Jay.
I'll go with A.
Or
I'm gonna go with A.
I don't get C.
A,
Someone will explain this to me
A.
later.
Oh wait, no, B apparently.
Weeping.
Because that's
B, yeah.
We
I've been
got
told that's the
Weeper.
worst. I do. I mean, I try not to.
You try not to queef, Jay? Is that what you just said?
Wow.
No.
I'm so glad you tried not to.
A. She said A. Sorry.
You said it in a different order. You said
this is your answer, not hers.
I was just getting.
P what?
I was just getting advice. A. We all know I think A would be the worst too because we all know I don't like blood.
That's what I was thinking. A for him.
Someone would like to explain to me what C meant because I don't get it, but you know.
It means when you can't go any further
Okay.
career-wise, just suck your way further.
Ah!
You hit
Thank
the
you.
glass ceiling, so you hit your knees.
Thank you. I did not get that.
Yeah. No,
I didn't either.
Honestly, as a woman,
and truthfully,
that's the worst.
A is what I would have picked anyway.
Fair enough.
Amanda doesn't believe in glass ceiling.
Do we want to do another round of this monstrosity, or do we just want to end it right there?
We'll do another round.
We'll do one more.
We've
Geez.
only done one.
All right, Texas.
Yes.
You think that white people are known for A. telling stories about how wasted they got, B. having no rhythm whatsoever, shooting up schools because nobody likes them,
B.
B.
Here B was. What was
B.
B?
having no rhythm.
Oh yeah, definitely B.
As a white guy who has no rhythm, I'm gonna go with B.
That's fair enough. Chelsea, I didn't forget about you.
That's fine.
We bought the sprints too.
The research study that you believe is most accurate is A. Men think about sex every 7 seconds. B. Sperm is a good facial cream. C. Swallowing semen helps prevent breast cancer.
Ah.
Also.
I'm going to go with
B.
A. Aren't you glad you joined?
Sure. A.
would you consider
Uh,
this long a workout or
C. I don't know.
Are we racing?
Do you need the answers
I feel
again,
you.
Chelsea?
I say more workout. I think.
Okay, well, first of all, does
I mean,
nothing for your breath.
We kept pretty good.
Doesn't do that much for your skin, so we're gonna go with A.
But truthfully, I feel like you might have had
But
more.
it was cures breast cancer, not bad breath, wasn't it?
Oh, breast cancer. I've never heard that one. I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought it was bad breath. I don't know why.
We really did catching up though with the end of our normal run.
Good stuff.
All
All right, Ric Spade. I think the grossest thing that could turn a woman on is A, her uncle's scent, B, a homeless man wearing a crop top, C, her gynecologist's fingers. Why do I keep getting these fucked up ones?
A.
Is that for you?
Yep.
Is that for you?
Yeah.
C.
A.
All the above? Is that one? No, not all the above. I'll go with C.
Honestly, I think B.
We were all wrong again. What the hell?
I don't know. That's just weird. That's just weird if she's getting turned on by a homeless man in a crop top.
Weird if she's getting turned on by her uncle's scent.
It might just be.
Or her gynecologist's fingers. That is called a cunt scrape for a reason. Whew.
They don't use their fingers to scrape it. They use a tool.
Inappropriate. I can't even
Be slow.
I forgot I have Instagram.
Go dog.
I should post stuff on it.
Hey Moose.
Your friends would describe you as
Go.
A, in the closet, B, extremely racist, C, desperate for sex.
I don't know. What would you guys call me?
C.
Who's this for?
B.
This for Brian.
Moose, go.
C.
Watch out for poop. Watch out for poop.
You're on the island.
Yes, I don't want to step in horse poop. It's in the middle of the road.
Moose, you just sneezed all over me, dude. You're gonna give me the vid.
What was A again?
In the closet, B is extremely racist, C is desperate for sex.
I mean, he's obviously not A, and he's not B, so the only option left is C.
Chelsea, which one is your fiance, A, B, or C?
Okay. Our sprints were.
C would be the closest.
You go on the 5 minutes.
I like sex.
Fair enough.
It's just never enough.
Moose, go.
I was really hoping she was going to say you were in the
Yeah,
closet.
but I kept up with
That
you
would
pretty
explain a whole
well.
lot.
Did you ever really
Guys.
What good would that do me?
Would you believe it if I said I was gay?
Sprint fast and I
Yes.
slow down through my sprint.
I wouldn't believe it.
I feel like I kept up with you most of the time.
Can you mute J Hizzle? I don't want to hear about them sprint running
I'm
talk.
touching a boob right now.
That time.
Me too.
That one just
I got a
barely.
bird
You're
up there.
unmuted. You never know what you're gonna hear.
Maybe here. Ooh.
I wish it showed us what our actual fast.
They might not realize.
Jay Hizzle, when you're ready, I have your last question.
All right, give me my last one.
I like the other one where it actually tells you.
Your favorite item for pleasuring yourself is A, family photo albums,
Oh.
B, your disturbed thoughts and tissues, C, foreign objects.
C. Foreign objects. Mac and cheese.
I'm going with
Mac and cheese. C.
C. It's C.
See?
Foreign objects.
It's a midget
Does
blow
the
up sex
tissue have
doll.
aloe in it?
I was gonna say a blow up midget.
Do the tissues have aloe?
Sure, why not? Whatever makes you feel better.
You're obsessed with aloe, dude.
So nice. Because I think mac and cheese is American. I'll just go B.
What was B?
Disturbed thoughts and tissues.
That's kind of fun.
I don't.
With aloe. Soothing.
At least he's getting aloe for his pee-pee after he's done playing with himself.
So what are the disturbed thoughts?
That's
I don't know. There's aloe involved. That's all I know.
Apparently, he's got disturbed thoughts for aloe.
Kelly,
All right.
is the
He's got a bottle of aloe. He goes, oh, aloe.
And
I'm so
that was
exhausted.
this
I
week's
like your
game.
greenness.
of
You're
the
like
week.
Shrek.
I'm so exhausted right now. I don't even know what I'm saying.
That's fine.
Well, you just sprinted after running and biking 8 miles.
We did
You're
a mile.
crazy.
6 sprints.
So moving on this Trainwreck Road podcast.
We're going
It's time for sports.
Is Zay there today?
He is not. He is staying the night at his mom's. So I'll be
Okay.
doing the F1 update this week. All right. So, in the world of sports, starting with the sport most of us love the most, the NHL. So
Let's go,
far,
Red Wings.
the Coyotes, Blue Jackets, Blackhawks, and now the Capitals have been eliminated from the playoffs. And the Stars.
You don't have to.
Oops, one second. Oh, stupid phone. And the Stars have a chance to win their series tonight against the Flames.
Let's go, Stars.
Moving on to the world of NASCAR. This past Sunday, they were at the Daytona Road Course, which was kind of an interesting race to watch. And the winner was Chase Elliott, followed by Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and Chris Buescher. I have no idea who the heck that guy is.
Play a road course guy.
The next two races are this coming up Saturday and Sunday, the August 22nd and 23rd at Dover International Speedway. But since that will have already aired by the time you all listen to this, the one after that will be the NASCAR series at the Daytona International Speedway, August 29th. And in the F1 update, Lewis Hamilton won the most recent race, followed by Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas. This is the fourth win Lewis Hamilton has had in 6 races. In the other 2, he has finished second and fourth.
That's what I was going to bring up, is Lewis Hamilton always seems to be winning.
Yeah, because I guess he's really gosh darn good. And this coming up weekend, they are in Belgium. Sorry, they're at the Belgian Grand Prix and the 8th through the 30th, but since no, I guess that's next weekend. But anyways, and then after that they're at the Italian Grand Prix. This past weekend in the UFC, they had a UFC pay-per-view where Stipe Miocic beat Daniel Cormier. Marlon Vern, whatever the heck his name is, beat Sugar Shane O'Malley. The dude whose name I had a lot of trouble with last week, Jairzinho won against Junior Dos Santos.
Say that again?
I cannot say his name.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, this is how his name is spelled. Jairzinho. Last name Rozenstruik. I'm sorry, I'm too white to pronounce that.
Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds German.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, bless you.
Rick, you look like you're over there dropping a deuce on your couch.
I was reading, and then I saw titties.
I know Rick, I believe, has some sporting news.
Which sporting moves?
Really?
About the Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.
Not like I'm showing people titties. Jesus. It just popped up on my phone. That's what happens when you look up Twitter. Anyways.
Sure.
I had to get my tweets for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. So the WWE has decided to implement their new Thunderdome. So what's going to happen is they're doing everything with boards kind of similar to the NBA, but in a much larger scale. They got basically a video board going around the entire arena. They're going to be doing it in the arena in Orlando until October at the latest. And basically there's a thing where you can sign up and they give you a time slot, and I guess they're going to shuffle people in and out between segments, from what I was told, instead of being there the entire time. So you might be there for like segment 1 for like a 15-minute window and you'll be on TV, which I think is cool. And I've seen it, and it's actually pretty impressive. And with the thing, they can also do lasers and stuff, and it'll be like a big pay-per-view like feel for each show. So,
not the biggest fan of the name, though. I mean, they call it the Thunderdome. When I heard of that, I thought of the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds when they were taking that guy through the kitchen, and they're like, "Hey, that's Floyd, Floyd," and he goes, "Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch."
Makes me think of like a monster truck rally.
But I think so far, based on what I've seen, like I really like how they do the ambient stuff for the NHL with the sounds from the different teams and everything. I think that makes it real good considering we're in the bubble. I've liked to a degree what the NBA has done with the virtual fan, but I think that WWE's taken it to a whole new level, so I'm impressed to see how this is going to turn out Friday when they actually debut it for the first time, so we will see.
Well, that is all I have for sports. Do you have anything else, Mr. Rick?
I know we had an NHL player pass away this week.
What is it?
He was an old timey player. He wasn't someone who's playing right now. Like he played with Gretzky, so.
Oh, okay. Was somebody that we probably watched a little bit, like because we used to watch Gretzky and Lemieux play. Like, did he play at that time or before?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
If you give me a second, I could probably find it for you.
Well, I got something about Michigan high school sports.
Oh, it was Dale Howardchuk.
I don't know that name.
I believe he was part of Calgary at one point in time.
Winnipeg Jet.
Is Jay like a giant condom there? What is that?
He wishes. He's still muted.
Unwrapping cup.
Oh, I thought like you had a giant condom you're pulling out.
All right, so
I really need a Pedialyte.
So what's your Michigan news there, B Slow?
I was just saying that they canceled all fall sports for Michigan high school. Soccer, swimming.
Did they cancel or postpone?
They're doing every single sport in spring. I don't know how they're going to do that because a lot of people do multiple sports.
I guess it's one of those crunch time you got to pick one.
So basically they're not going to have a track team because everyone's going to pick football and soccer.
There's a school in, I think it's Utah. They're letting the kids play full-on, like, contact tackle football, but they won't let them high-five at the end of the game.
That's okay. I was listening to one of the interviews today, and I guess for some of the NFL practices, they're still social distancing 6 feet, which I'm not even sure how the fuck you do that playing football.
Fuck the NFL.
Yeah, we don't like them.
I'm just doing sports.
Sorry.
That's all I got.
I just think it's interesting that, they're trying to do this stuff, but then we're checking people in NHL, so it's not like it really fucking matters.
Yes, but in the NHL, they've had 0 positive COVID tests.
Well, since they've done the bubble.
Hey, still counts. Still get to watch hockey. And, I guess I'm going to circle back to a little bit of sports. Some people have asked me why we don't really cover the NBA very much, and that's because most of us don't really like basketball. And pardon my language, Mom, I know you're watching. Cover your ears.
Hey,
basketball players are the biggest pansy-ass crybaby pussies there are.
Oh, baseball's right up there, too.
No, because if you look at their playoff schedule for this year, they play one game off a day, play a day. I did my research on this. The average NBA player only runs 2 miles a game. The average hockey player skates 5 miles a game, and they're doing back-to-back games. Not to mention they're going 15 to 20 miles an hour being body checked into the glass.
The average soccer player runs 6 to 10 miles a game.
They're not good for foot fairies. We're not talking about them.
That's a real sport.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Right up there with wrestling.
Falling on the ground, pretending to be hurt.
Hey, that sport is the highest sport for injuries that exist.
Screw that sport. All right, let's move on to this week's top 5, which J Hizzle had no say in. We are discussing the top 5 weapons. And we are allowing anything from movies, TV, video games, real life. So if you have top 5 weapons that you think are wonderful, go ahead, Be Slow. What's your top 5 weapons?
I'm going to start with number 5. It's a Smith & Wesson 500. That's a 50 caliber handgun. I don't need it. You know what? I love it and I want it. Just in case I'm in my backyard, I have to shoot through my house, into my neighbor's house, through his refrigerator, into his backyard. You just never know.
Why do you need it? I didn't until I found out it pissed you off.
My number 4 is the Heckler & Koch MP5 full auto. The 9mm full auto rifle. It used to be my patrol gun back in the day. I absolutely love that gun. Number 4 is my current patrol rifle. I love that. It's my Colt M4. That thing is so amazing. And then we're going to go into video game guns. My number 2 is the golden gun from James Bond.
Oh,
Love that. And my all-time number 1 is from GoldenEye. It's the laser. Love that.
Laser.
Mini-me, stop pumping the freaky laser. Those are my top 5.
J Hizzle, did you have a top 5? We did weapons this week.
Oh, let's see here. I got my 1. I got my 2. I think I got 3. Okay, let's see. 4, 5. All right, let's go. This is just off the top of my head, so I'm
not
probably
much
forgetting
up there,
some
so
stuff.
something's got to come from it.
We'll say number 5, the good old-fashioned tank. I mean, those tanks, not only they shoot bullets, but they can go through anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. Then number 4, we will go the bazooka. But like the one in the James Bond video games where you can actually control where it's going through a camera until you try to hit your target.
Oh, you mean the cheating weapon?
Hey, you know what? If it's available,
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
You still gotta guide that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here, and then number 3. Crap, I lost what I was gonna say. Maybe we'll just go like the good old samurai sword.
That's a good
And then
one.
number two, lightsaber.
Oh, how did I not think of the lightsaber?
I thought he was
And
going to
then-
skip lightsaber too the way he was going. I was going to be like, man, how
Oh,
do
I
you
can't
go
believe
with
I missed
lightsaber?
that.
This weapon, if I have it, no one's gonna mess with me because their civilization's done for. The Death Star.
So he's
That's
on
right.
the dark side. He's got a red lightsaber and the Death Star.
I mean, let's be honest. The bad guys usually have pretty awesome weapons.
He is Lord Sith.
All right.
Does the Terminator count as a weapon?
Do what?
Oh,
Does
because
the
you can't
Terminator
control it.
Or can he? Because
Controls himself.
John Connor can control it. I don't know. Anyway, that's my top 5.
He was trying to make a reason why he could make Terminator #1.
Bruce, leave the cat alone.
Texas.
Well, you know, I kind of agree with J Hizzle on this. I was going to go with the Death Star, but I'm going to go with the newer version of the Death Star from the last 3 movies, the one that can actually like split its laser off and shoot like 6 different planets at once. But I can't remember what the name of that one was, so that was number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Colt 45, but I'm going with the 6-shooter back from the cowboy days. I don't know why, but that just every time I go into Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, I always look at the Colt 45 revolver and I just want one. Number 3, I'm going to go with the original rice cooker, the atomic bomb. Yes, that was not politically correct. I apologize.
It took me a second to catch on to that. All those darn rice patties destroyed.
I was just thinking I made rice last night.
Oh, what about the USS Enterprise? That's a good weapon.
Is that a weapon or a ship?
Number
What's the Death
2.
Star?
A weapon.
It's a space station. Number 2, I'm going to go with... I guess I'm going to go with the lightsaber for number 2. And number 1, even though it's smaller than the rest, it's a very effective weapon in Assassin's Creed, and I'm going to go with the Assassin's Hidden Blade that is in the wrist gauntlet.
Yeah,
What about the noisy cricket from MIB? That's an awesome one.
That little one.
You go
Yeah.
flying backwards when you shoot it, though.
Maybe I took it from the top.
All right, Rick, what's your top 5?
Don't think about the cricket in black.
So, my number 5, I'm going to go with Captain America's shield.
Ah.
Double check.
Ooh, Thor's hammer would have been a good one, too.
I've always liked Captain America's shield. That's why it's on my wall. My number 4, I got to go with the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. That big-ass bastard is huge, and I wish I had the original instead of the littler one, but I do have the replica of that. My number 3 is the Zanpakuto Zangetsu from the anime Bleach. You don't know what that is? Google it. It's actually a pretty cool-looking sword. My number 2 is the Batleth from Star Trek. Believe it or not, these are all things I actually have in my house. The Batleth is the Klingon weapon for those of you that don't watch Star Trek.
2 hands.
Yeah. That's also hanging on my wall. But my number 1 is the sword Ascala from my book,
He's not even doing anything.
Horror of Elena, Tale of the Fallen Kingdom, available on Amazon.com. Which actually has a secondary purpose in the second book when I finish typing it up. But those are my top 5.
Shameless plug.
Those are all of our top 5s.
Does Chelsea have a top 5 in weapons?
No, she doesn't.
All right, so moving
Chelsea
on
likes guns.
to our next
I do like
segment.
guns.
It is Cop
I
Talk.
like the hook hat.
And now, it's time for Cop Talk. Ugh, tasers hurt.
Pikachu, I choose you! Oh, that hurt! Jay's over there doing the butterfly stretch if y'all can't see him.
Whatever floats his boat.
His groin must hurt.
Congratulations.
So,
Guys, everything's gonna hurt.
Officer Be Slow, what do you got over here in Cop Talk?
Florida, a man on meth was playing tug of war with his skin flute in the street. He made sure he used protection. He had his COVID mask on.
Oh.
In Utah, you cannot have sex with animals unless it's for profit. Where did Texas go?
I don't know.
Texas.
He might have went to the bathroom. He might be playing with himself with a COVID mask on. I don't know.
He was inspired.
He got inspired right away. Woo, let's do it.
I didn't know I could play with myself with my COVID mask on. Let me go try this.
Except he's going to put his plague mask on. For your
Whatever.
plague. Yeah.
Whoever floats his boat. I'm not here to judge.
Masturbating with a plague mask. Hey, guys.
If you want to swear your
I think I'm gonna teach myself to do service about having my.
tries out little painter for his life.
Yeah.
He tries it himself.
Oh. Hey, welcome back.
He can't hear you yet. He doesn't have his headset on.
Purchase first.
Okay. I can do it like.
Oh, he's
Oh, yeah. I got mine upstairs next to my bed.
No, you have yours upstairs in the underwear drawer because that's where I put it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, how was skin fluting with that on?
What?
How was skin fluting with that?
Oh no, I wanted to go find something else I bought, but I couldn't find it.
Did you touch your skin flute?
I did not touch my skin flute.
Playing the up down on the skin flute.
In Arizona, a couple may not have sex in a vehicle with 2 flat tires. They are fined double if they're caught in the back seat.
Speaking of
you get stuck on the side of the road with 2 flat tires, and you're trying to kill time, don't do the nasty.
Especially in the back seat.
And definitely not in the back seat.
Is it legal other places?
Must be.
Well, maybe.
Like
in New
Michigan, if
Jersey.
someone has 2 flat tires.
My dog is playing. In New Jersey, it's illegal to commit murder while wearing a bulletproof vest. Well,
Stop.
that's most places.
I think murder is illegal regardless of what you're wearing.
Moose, chill, dude.
Enough.
My dog's going crazy, guys. In Wyoming, you can't have sex in a walk-in freezer.
Speaking of sex, Jay, if it turns into a porno on your video, I'm gonna have to block you.
And even though in Wyoming the freezer is probably warmer than the outside on most days. You guys are like no fun.
I'm listening. I'm trying to figure out what Jay has. It looks like he's got a jock strap. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Maybe he's Channing Tatum's jockstrap.
It looks like a knee brace
Knee
or
brace.
a glory hole. It's a glory hole.
Glory hole. Jay, do you know what a glory hole is?
We might have established that
Let's
at some
just
point.
continue.
Hey, you don't want to know.
I'm tired.
Dirty.
So, the reason why I have to work tomorrow morning has to deal with a Puerto Rican douchebag. So here's
You
my
in court?
I gotta get search warrants in the morning. So here's my Puerto Rican douchebag story.
The Puerto Rican
Right,
douchebag story of the week.
So there, I get this call for this possible domestic in progress on the side of the highway. There's allegedly this car parked on the side of the road with its hazards on, and a guy actively kicking out the windshield. I'm like, okay, I should probably get to that pretty quickly, right? So I get there.
Mhm.
So I'm driving fast. I'm going, woo, woo, woo. You know, Justin would love it.
You didn't have the
I
beer in
would.
your hand when you were doing it, did you?
Woo, woo. No beer in my hand when I did it.
Respect the woo-woo.
Respect the woo woo. So I get there. There's this guy next to this car with this girl just hugging him. I'm like, well, this is weird. The car's windshield is smashed up. The interior is torn apart. Mirrors thrown all over. Blood everywhere.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I tell this guy he wants a cigarette really freaking bad. Like crazy. Like it's the last thing he's going to do. So I tell him to walk back to my car, and I'm like, let's just sit in the back seat, and then we'll talk about a cigarette. He gets to the hood of my car, and he proceeds to slam his forehead on the hood of my car. We lost Texas. We'll wait for Texas.
Well, while we're waiting for Texas, sports update. Right now, the Calgary Flames versus Dallas game. Calgary is already leading 3-0.
Jeez.
Ooh, wow.
What's the series? 3-2 Dallas?
I don't remember. I just know it's 3-0, and there's still 11 minutes in the first period. So that's not a good sign. 3-0, first period. 11 minutes to go.
Spreading COVID. More COVID spreading. Woo! This COVID is crazy. It makes your eyes itch and makes you sneeze and your sinuses run. I'm telling you, allergies are a bitch. I mean, COVID. Sorry.
It's game 6.
It makes it worse.
3-2.
What, Jay?
It makes you run. COVID's good for the lungs, apparently.
Hey, welcome back. What'd you hear last?
I don't know. Guy kicking out a windshield and you driving with the beer in your hand.
No beer in hand.
And then for some reason, my Zoom decided I was done.
Well,
Okay.
just so you know, we were just talking about the sports update while you were gone. Calgary's winning 3-0 right now, and there's still 11 minutes in the first period.
Yeah, I saw that. That may have been when my phone kicked me, or Zoom kicked me off.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
Puerto Rican douchebag.
All right, so Puerto Rican douchebag. He starts walking back toward my car. He gets to the hood of my car, and he starts smashing his forehead on the hood of my car. So he makes himself bleed even more, and he damages my car.
Not a good idea.
So
to mess
that
with pollution,
tends
by the
to
way.
piss cops off when you damage their cars.
Yeah.
So, because what he did, it's a 5-year felony to damage my car. So he got charged with a 5-year felony. So he starts, I scream at the top of my lungs at this guy. He finally turns around, get his hands behind his back, because I'm giving him further instructions. He proceeds to smack his head on the window of my car. So I just go full sprint and tackle that Puerto Rican douchebag straight to the ground. He's still fighting. And so I finally do some pain stuff and make him hurt, and he finally listens. And then I get him in my car, and he keeps smashing his head on my cage. How stupid can you be? And then this guy, he's on LSD, cocaine, marijuana, and alcohol at the same time.
Two of those are not a very good idea to combine.
I was about to ask if he was messed up.
And he made sure to tell me he was Puerto Rican. That's why I call him the Puerto Rican douchebag.
Oh, they're very proud people. They'll tell you anything.
And he was driving the car, so that's why I got to go get search warrants for medical records so I can add that charge with him.
Huh.
Oh, so that's my Puerto Rican douchebag story.
All right. Is that all you got?
That's all I got for my little short cop talk.
All right. Well, in that case, it's time for Ask a Cop. And for Ask a Cop, we go to our correspondent, Puppet. Be slow.
Everybody,
Hi.
Puppet Slow here from the Puppetville PD. Today's question comes from Elena.
Elena.
Elena wants to know, how do you handcuff a one-armed man? Seriously don't know the answer either.
That's a good one.
Okay, bye.
That is a great question that I've never thought of before.
That's been a lot of discussions. You handcuff him to his belt.
What if he
Or to
doesn't
his
have-
belt loops.
What if he's wearing shorts like I normally wear? Because I don't wear anything that has belt loops. Like
I don't know.
Eyes.
If you cuff them higher, like above the elbow, it can't come down below the elbow. They can't slip that off there. So sometimes they have still the elbow on the other side. I don't know. Or you cuff them to their ankle.
Elbow or wrist to ankle?
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Wrist to wiener.
You mean?
Ow. That'd be a wrist to wiener.
I've never had to figure out how to cuff a one-armed man before. We have asked that question at other trainings, and they usually come up with, well, try the belt loops.
You got those really big zip ties?
Yeah.
I guess you could zip tie it to his shoulder or something.
Scrunch his shirt.
Yeah.
These are all good questions.
I guess you just get creative.
Well, at least we have some fun ideas, although we do not have a definitive answer.
But when you're up here in October, Josh, we can practice. You can pretend to be a one-armed man. We can all take turns cuffing you.
Just don't tase me, bro.
This sounds like a real bad sausage factory thing that I do not want to be a part of.
You can handcuff him too.
How about we'll handcuff you to him?
Or I just cleaned my handcuffs because the Puerto Rican douchebag covered them in blood, so they're good and clean now.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you sanitized them for him.
I even freshly oiled them and everything. Better lubrication.
It only hurts if you struggle.
All right.
Don't
Is that
fight
all we
the
have for
pleasure.
Cop Talk this week?
It looks that way. But since
All right.
we didn't get advice for our Puppet Be Slow, let's get some advice for our new segment.
Our new segment, Ask the Idiots, where if you would like to submit a question to either at Ric Spade on Twitter, at Poddamn Texas, at Poddamn P1, Poddamn Idiotz at Outlook.com, or Poddamn Texas at Yahoo.com. Did I miss any of our gosh darn things?
We're talking about our podcast. So I decided to jump to iPhones.
I see that.
And on the new iPhone SE, they have a podcast app. And we are on it.
I know
Sweet.
that.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, I will be providing our very first Ask the Idiots because
Is Jay there or not? He's
It's
just frozen.
Ben.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's there.
okay.
I hear you, you're
He
just-
may be frozen. Who knows? All right. So Sunday, I took my children, and my ex-wife went with me to go clothes shopping and back to school shopping because school starts soon.
Mhm.
One of the places we went to was Spencer's because my son likes the old-fashioned rock tees, and Hot Topic
Awesome.
didn't have the ones he wanted, so
An
we went to
AC/DC
Spencer's.
shirt.
Oh, he got Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and Motley Crue.
Oh, I love it.
Anyways.
Girls.
We walked in there, and of course, we had to wear masks because that's the rule everywhere.
Tomorrow's the last day? Or just
And the new mask I bought said, "This mask is as useless as banning guns." And within 10 seconds of walking in, one of the females that worked there walked up to us and was like, "Hey, I really like your mask." She goes, "I hate wearing this thing." I'm like, "Yeah, I hate wearing it too, but I know it's not your guys' decision, so I don't take it out on the workers." And she goes, "I appreciate that." I'm like, "Oh, no problem." And then she kind of walked away, and my ex goes, "I can't believe that girl hit on you in front of me." I was like, "Oh, she didn't hit on me. She was just providing customer service."
What?
And so my ex-wife and my kids walked away to go look at purses and wallets. I don't know why. And so I found a section that had Rick and Morty. I like the cartoon Rick and Morty on Adult Swim. And that same worker walked up and goes, "I like Rick and Morty too." She goes, "Have you seen the new episode?" I was like, or the new season? I'm like, "No, unfortunately I have not because they haven't put them on Hulu." And kind of at the same time, we finished that sentence. So I was all right, cool. She likes Rick and Morty. And then as I was checking out, one of the shirts my son got was from Talladega Nights. It was Ricky Bobby's If You're Not First, You're Last. And it was that same girl that was checking me out. She's like, "Hey, we're going to be twinsies." I'm like, "Unfortunately, no, this is my son's shirt." I go, "But I do have the Boats and Hose from Step Brothers because I love that movie and Boats and Hose is hilarious." And she goes, "I love that movie too." And so I have not been hit on by a woman in 14 to 15 years.
Please tell me you got her number.
Well, hang on. I that's coming up in my advice asking here. Number one, was she actually hitting on me or was she just providing customer service? Number two, since I did not get her number, is it too late for me to go back and try to get her number?
You're asking the wrong guys. Amanda, what do you think? Chelsea, what do you think?
It's hard to tell without witnessing it. It depends on how she was acting when, the tone of voice she used and,
Did she touch you?
She did not touch me.
It could really go either way. It kind of depends on the woman.
You can go ask for a number. What worse is she going to say is no?
I was going to say, I would go back and ask for a number.
And then you'll know.
Well, one of these days I do have to go back there and get your guys' wedding present, so,
The back of the store?
Yep.
Well, if you want my
I would recommend getting her number before that day. Just saying.
Hey, I can explain this from one of my best friends getting married, you know.
If you want
By
my
the way,
after the first time, I'm pretty sure it was flirting.
One was customer service. Two was, hey, I like this guy.
And another thing that kind of happened as I was checking out, you know, she goes, "Hey, do you want to donate to the Women Around the World Fund or whatever?" Hey, look, it's a Rick in a box. And I was like, "Sure, you know,
out of the box.
I'll donate." And she goes, "For $5, you can sign this boob. They have an inflatable boob on the counter." And she goes, "You can sign it." I'm like, "You know what? I've never been asked to sign a boob before, and I'll probably never be asked again, so I'll go ahead and do it." And she goes, "You might get asked again."
Oh.
Yeah, go get that number, dude.
You go get it, dude.
Yeah.
Go get that number.
Go back.
Well, it was really weird because, like I said, I was with my ex-wife.
That's not customer service.
But why'd you sign it though? Why'd you want you to sign it?
If I donated for like a women's fund, if I donated $5, I got to sign an inflatable boob. And I made the joke that I've never signed one before, and I probably never will again.
Yeah.
And she's like,
she was hitting on you. You better get back in there.
That does kind of sound like she was hitting on you a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, what's the worst case scenario? I guess she just says
Now,
no.
see, I was trying to behave in front of my kids and ex-wife. The last thing she wants to see me do is hit on someone, but
yeah, screw her, dude.
I agree.
Well, and you could be.
Hey, we're still friends.
What I mean is what between. It's like you can be happy too, is what I mean.
You could be honest with the woman because sometimes women find that very endearing and like, you know, just had to come back and make sure because I've kind of been out of the game. I was married, or, you know, you can be honest with her.
Can I have your number?
I'm not sure.
And even before that, I don't think I had very many women hit on me, so I'm not used to that kind of stuff.
Anyone more than just Justin?
Yeah, pretty much.
He has nothing to say.
Don't be
Still
over
frozen in time.
right away.
Yeah, I know.
Just be like,
a minute. I might be unfrozen in a minute. Am I unfrozen now?
a little bit.
You were for a second.
You're laggy, but I can kind of see you move.
You're like a robot.
Okay.
I would just say,
All right.
I wasn't sure.
I'm gonna be frozen again.
Okay.
You
I
could
would just
ask
tell-
her if you can write your number on her boob.
No.
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 Why you don't listen to me?
Because I honestly, I've been thinking about this.
How are you
Sunday.
in a committed relationship?
Hey, you're the one who made that bad decision, okay?
Jesus.
I would just go there with the truth and just be nice about it. Best case, you get a number or something. Worst case, you know, so you're not thinking,
Yeah, that's right. And if she says no, well,
Just
if
tell
she
her.
says yes,
Just tell her. I thought you were cute. I thought you might have been flirting with me. I wasn't sure how to approach you, but I was gonna ask for your number.
I've been out of the game for a long time.
Yeah,
and
15
or
years
you can,
almost.
instead of asking
You
for a
gotta
number,
be
you can
careful
ask
with that.
if
I've been
you want to
out
go
of the game for a long time though.
Oh, that's not good.
No,
You just gotta be careful with it. Some women don't take that well. because
Okay, just
they're-
go in and ask her. Say, hey, can I just get your number? We can hang out sometime.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, guys. And that was Ask the Idiots. If you have any questions or advice you would like to get from the idiots, please reach
No,
out.
I can't.
Ask us.
I mean,
Hey,
every time
We'll make a fun segment out of it.
did you check your receipt for her number? Maybe she wrote it on there.
It was not on there.
Oh, he looked. Okay.
I did look, yes.
But Texas, good job. That's fun.
But yeah. Now it's time for some tweets.
Oh,
Caw-caw!
so
Now,
guys, what do you call Caveman's fart?
Oh, Jesus.
Blast from the past.
Next.
My wife claims that she can wax my chest hair without me feeling any pain at all. I don't think she'll be able to pull it off.
Of course, he had to unfreeze at this time.
He's still frozen on my end.
What do you call a bearded vase maker? Harry Potter. I just found,
Wait. Guzzle's got one. Guzzle's got one.
Guzzlebird.
I just found out that Bill Nye is just a stage name. His real name is William New Year's Eve. Oh, I get it.
NYE New Year's Eve.
So, a lumberjack was cutting down a tree, and the tree goes, "Hey, I'm a talking tree." And the lumberjack replies, "Well, now you're going to dialogue."
I like it. The last thing my grandfather said to me before he died was pints, gallons, liters. That spoke volumes.
Come on, Josh. You gotta love these dad jokes. Hilarious.
My girlfriend is fed up of my constant wordplay jokes. So I asked her, how can I stop my addiction? Whatever means necessary, she replied. No, it doesn't, I said.
Oy, hey.
Why did I like this one? All right, ready? A man goes to a funeral and asks the widow, mind if I say a word? She says, please do. The man clears his throat and says, bargain. The widow replies, thanks, that means a great deal.
Oh, come on, Josh. Smile. These are great.
They said a mask would be enough to go to the supermarket. They lied. Everyone else had their clothes on.
Guess it depends on where the mask was.
Yeah.
You know, in South Dakota, they were doing the, at the bike rally, there were waitresses wearing masks just on their private parts as clothing.
That sounds about right for a motorcycle place.
To me, they look like half a bra.
Real quick, I know Justin's like trying to bore us to death with dad jokes, but did you see the Antifa guy who went to Sturgis?
No.
He kicked a bike.
Is he the one that kicked the bike?
Yeah, and then like 10 cops, and then 10 cops jumped on him and handcuffed him and protected him so he wouldn't get his ass kicked or killed.
He would have been killed. What's the number one rule about going to a bike rally?
Don't touch anyone's
Don't
bike.
touch the bike.
What's the number one rule regardless of where you're at when it comes to bikers? Don't touch the fucking bike.
Yeah, he would have got killed if the cops wouldn't have jumped in and saved him.
There was a woman like my size. She was the first one up there to kick his ass.
Okay, sorry, J Hizzle. You can go back to your stupid dad jokes.
I just got 3 more, okay?
That's 3 too many.
You guys like penguin? How does a penguin build a house? It glues it together.
Nah.
Penguins don't live in igloos.
My boss came to me at lunch. Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to find you all morning. I shrugged and said, good employees are hard to find.
I
remember that one. And last but not least, what do polar bears and plumbers have in common? They both want a good seal.
Those are great.
Let's see here. Joe Biden, did he have anything to say today? Mr. Joe said, we've been tested. This is a critical moment. Tonight we'll take the next step to restore leadership to this country in the White House. Watch live. Watch live on your record player.
8-track.
On your 8-track, yeah. Watch live on your 8-track player.
And remember,
and then, of course,
you ain't black.
Yeah, if you don't vote for me. And then, yeah, he said like.
Speaking of Biden,
I showed him.
Did you see the hat?
Yeah, they've seen the hat.
It was very petty with the hat today.
Donald had some stuff to say. Donald said, in 47 years, Joe did none of the things of which he now speaks. He will never change, just words.
He's not even good with those.
Then, yeah, he's not good with those at all. Oh, I like this one. To get into the Democratic National Convention, you must have an ID card with a picture. Yet the Democrats refuse to do this when it comes to your very important vote. Gee, I wonder why.
So the dead people can vote.
And then, well, we gotta have one that talks about law and order.
Oh.
I stand for law and order, and I took action. Operation Legend has led to the arrest of over 1,000 criminals, including 90 killers, all while sleepy Joe Biden and the radical left excuses violence and crime in the Democratic-run cities. I want safety and security. Joe allows crime. Did Arnold tweet anything this week? Let's see if he did. I don't know if he tweeted anything this week.
Well, once you do that, then I'll have Guzzle here do the.
He did say. He said, "Thank you, Astro Seal, for giving me and my daughter a tour of the International Space Station and sharing your fantastic view with us. You made my year. You inspire me with your mental and physical strength. When you get back to Earth, we have to hang out." Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if you were in space and Arnold invited you to hang out with him? I mean, I'll go to space just for that.
Yeah.
Any of you guys watched the fluffy thing of Arnold yet?
Yes.
I don't remember.
I saw that one on when he did the stand-up.
All right. Guzzle, what do you got for Jurassic Park updates? All right. So, for Jurassic Park updates, I'm on the island putting peanut butter on my ass just to see what would happen.
Apparently you attracted Rick's fist. Alright.
Shut the fuck up, cop asshole.
Freeze!
Oh, you're really gonna love this one.
That bird's already funnier than Justin's dad jokes.
If you think the crazy bread from Little Caesars is crazy, just wait until you see a raptor eating a toddler while getting taste.
Me too.
Here's a bird. I'll show you.
Is it the first time you actually noticed the damn bird?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's our Guzzlebird.
Okay, keep going with the Jurassic Park tweets.
All right, and finally, the Brontosaurus has learned about self-sucking. It's only a matter of time before the horror show begins. I don't want to know how the Brontosaurus sucks his own dick. I think I can reach mine.
Nick.
God damn it, Guzzle.
All right. If that is all the tweets we have, we are winding down this chaotic episode because J Hizzle had to go on vacation again. So let's end this week with some inspirational quotes.
No, you know what time it is.
Wait, yeah. Urban Dictionary.
Oh, shoot. Man, I forgot my dang segment.
Do not interrupt that segment. That's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
Wow, I can't believe I almost forgot my own gosh darn segment.
I know. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, since J Hizzle is with us for the moment.
Yeah.
J Hizzle.
I think how I do Warrior One.
J Hizzle.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what a toboggan is?
It's a big wooden sled.
I need to go.
J Hizzle!
Okay, right. Sorry.
Toboggan!
What's happening?
What is a toboggan?
Yes.
Oh, toboggan?
Focus, you bald-headed jackass!
It's a bearded egg, okay?
Did you say a toboggan?
Yes. What is a toboggan?
I mean, literally, it's a sled, but I'm guessing it's like when you're on a sled and you have your significant other with you and you are having intercourse.
Say that again?
Sex on a sled.
Yeah.
Sadly, he is kind of close on that one. This is something that B Slow could do. Toboggan. A sexual position in which the male is riding the female near the stairs and proceeds to knock her arms out from under her and rides her down the stairs.
Is that considered abuse?
Are you going to knock Chelsea out and ride her down the stairs?
Hey, you want to try toboggan?
Not if you ever want to have sex with me again.
I come home one day and she's riding down the stairs on a cardboard box.
Just use the cardboard box then, just...
I was on my ass, not my face.
Yeah, on your face.
J Hizzle, can you toboggan right now?
There's no stairs.
I'm sure.
Seriously, we don't actually know where the stairs are.
And he doesn't have a significant other. All right. We can't have just one.
So it's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away.
I do apologize. This one's a little bit on the grody side. Can anyone tell me what a Acapulco mudslide is?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's for sure.
We're going to let the bird go first.
Why does the bird got to go first?
The bird's an idiot.
Because Beaslo doesn't know.
So, obviously, it's when you're in the country of Acapulco and you have really bad diarrhea and it looks like Nesquik. It just goes everywhere. And then it floods the toilet. And then it goes down the stairs while you're tobogganing. And then you have a Acapulco mudslide. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Be slow.
I have no idea. It probably has to do something with... It has to be going down the stairs. Yes, I agree with that. Ric's back. Going down the stairs while being brown out your butt. We're going to go with that.
I think it's pooping on a Puerto Rican chick while you have diarrhea.
Hey, Hizzle, do you have an idea
on the
what?
right track, but he's another poop reference, just like the other night. But it's kind of when this is weird. I don't think it's ever happened to me before, but maybe someone with a really upset stomach, and they sit down and they poop, right? Mudslide. However, the octo part is when they look into the toilet. Weirdly enough, it's like 8 little technical things that look like tentacles that are just like off of the body of the poop, and so it's like it's octa whatever slide.
It's Acapulco, like the country.
Yeah, it's octopus, octopuso.
Okay.
I love how you changed the definition. What is this? Oh, it's an Acapulco mudslide.
So, warning, this is rather graphic. Acapulco mudslide. When you're double teaming a lady with a friend, when you're double teaming a lady friend with another guy, one guy at each end, commonly known as a spit roast or pig on a spit, you stick your thumb up your own ass and you go for a high five with the other guy, and you miss the offered hand on purpose and stick your thumb in his mouth.
Okay. Nobody would ever do this. Ever.
Apparently somebody has because it exists.
No.
Ric's
Someone just
puking.
made it up.
Ric's puking.
Acapulco mudslide.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why am I on the show?
There's no way. That was just someone was drunk and they said, let's make up the grossest thing we can think of. Dude, I got it. So that's it.
Actually, that's not the grossest. There was one I saw one time where I literally almost threw up reading the thing.
I think Ric is puking.
Was that the musket loader one that I sent you?
I don't know. It's the one that had to deal with the cemetery and jumping off the tombstone and.
Oh, I remember that one. You're like, what the fuck are you making me do for this show?
I literally almost threw up reading that one. I laughed while reading that one, so if that gives you any definition of how gross that other one was.
Hey, Jay. Signing our life away.
We're just not done.
What are you saying?
Signing mine and Justin's life away to the island of Beaver.
Oh yeah. I don't know what. I don't have it up.
right.
Whatever string you
Well,
have.
now that is over, now
We can do some inspirational quotes.
it's time for inspirational quotes.
I mean, all right.
I don't want to see.
what am I
I
doing?
don't want to see J Hizzle do
Yeah.
downward dog. So let's hurry this shit up.
Do you have an inspirational quote, J Hizzle? Anything?
She wants me to do something crazy.
He's gonna suck his own wing. He's gonna suck his own wing. He's trying.
Wiener!
He's trying to suck his own wiener.
He's doing the Brontosaurus.
Why is that crazy?
I did yoga.
That's actually a stretch.
I did yoga, guys.
God.
Yeah, she taught me yoga.
Not really, but
You
you're
didn't
close.
move.
You're closer.
Okay.
That's a pose.
Hey, that was legit.
Here is my inspiration.
No, she said that was legit. She's almost great for me, but
Stars can't shine without darkness. My next one. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. That was from Albert Einstein. Let's see if I can find another one. Your dream doesn't have an expiration date. Take a deep breath and try again. And if you do a podcast with your friends, don't bail out on them to try to get some ass that you aren't getting.
Wow.
That's the show, folks. Have a good day.
J Hizzle, you got anything?
Yes. So I'm just spitballing here. But we were talking earlier about, being positive in life and stuff. Well, we were, because we had like a 4-hour drive. So I was thinking, it is good to try to always be positive in life, keep a positive attitude. It really does make a difference. Work hard and be kind to others. It really goes farther than you think. That's my recommendation to everyone.
All right.
Is this anything?
I don't have anything, Guzzle. Yeah, don't get caught with a fucking shopping bag.
Yeah, because then you end up on a stupid show like this.
With
I know,
Rick's
I
hand
gotta
up
be
your
here for
butt.
every fucking episode. God damn it.
You're like straight.
You mean pod, damn it?
Don't you judge me, fucker. I'm still learning the show.
B, what were you saying about signing your life away?
I signed mine and
What?
Jay's life away for a week.
Why?
We got a house on
Did you-
Beaver Island.
Look, I'm the
Did you
Shining.
actually sign my name?
Huh?
Did you sign my name for me?
Oh, it's
It's a
just
bird in
me.
a box.
Oh, okay.
It's a bird in a box. It's his beak in a box.
What you got, B?
I got some Liberty quotes here, guys.
Liberty, liberty.
This is from Samuel Adams. Our unilateral resolution should be to be free.
Wow.
This is from William Penn. Wear none of thine own chains, but keep free whilst thou art free.
Here. I felt it right there.
This is from Thomas Jefferson. No one's listening to me, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I'm
Spirit
listening,
of
I'm just writing it down.
resistance. The spirit of resistance to government is so valuable on certain occasions that I wish it to be always kept alive.
Justin's the one that's distracted.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Thomas Jefferson. And I think that is all I have from our founding fathers today. So, be free. If you vote for Biden, you will lose your freedom.
Close the show, B. It's your week.
It is?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, is that what you sent me?
Yeah. At the bottom.
Thank you for joining us here at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. Please like our Facebook page, Justin Stop Talking, the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. You can contact us on Twitter at Poddamn Ric Spade, Poddamn Texas, or Poddamn Idiotz P1, or at Poddamn Idiotz poddamnidiotzpodcast@outlook.com. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page, the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, where you get each episode every week, as well as other video content, and subscribe to our podcast, the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, on your preferred app choice, such as Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple, and more. Tell your friends, family, loved ones, prostitute hooker on the corner, your evil neighbor that likes to beat on his wife, or the person that you wish would sleep with you, to check out the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Amanda, check out the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm J Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And I'm Ric Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Thank you.